See what's going on over here.
Extremely important because this is a tone setter. You've got a new coach. Okay, come in. We're doing it all together. You want to see results, especially the first 2 weeks. So a lot of pressure, a lot of incentive and motivation.
All right, you mentioned there's 24 action-packed rounds. The first 8.
You say what?
Action-packed rounds. The first 8 called the launch round, then 8 middle rounds, then 8 money rounds, which can always come down to a lot of action. Now, Dave, the launch rounds, I'm looking at some of these names, and I can't figure out which one I'm most excited for. Which is the one that you're like, I got to see this?
5.
Really?
Round
Okay.
5. Get us started us off.
It's Charles Gardner and Ryan Martin, and Martin's been around the league for a while.
And so is Garner.
Yeah.
So these are guys that have been flipping teams, but they're veterans of the circuit. So they might be trying to inject a little veterans energy into their teams. I'm curious to see how they come in and they make a weigh-in with their new teammates.
All right, so Ryan Martin, a veteran, he's been very, very good for them, but a new team for him. And coming up, a lot of excitement. Houston and San Antonio to close out week number 1. The going back and forth. It's personal for some of these fighters, and we're going to find out who they are right here at Team Boxing League. Team Boxing League is brought to you by Balance of Nature. In boxing, consistency beats intensity. Balance of Nature supplements help you stay consistent with ingredients of whole foods you can easily slot into your daily routine. Go to balanceofnature.com, use the code TEAM, and start today. In the Big Easy, where we are for week number 1, the TBL Bellas are ready to go. Our ring girls, make sure you follow them on the brand new social media account to keep track of who's working every single show. They are fantastic, and they'll let us know about all 24 rounds. Beth Duran, Dave Bontempo with you. And Dave, one thing that's different about this season is the scoring. We have the traditional 10-point must system in boxing, but TBL this year said we're going to mix it up. So if you want to knock out, you're going to be rewarded. If you want to knock down, you'll get rewarded. But for more on how the scoring happens this season, let's go to our partner, Justin Shackle.
Welcome to Season 4 of TBL Team Boxing League, where every punch counts more than ever. This season, we're introducing a streamlined team scoring system designed to reward dominance as well as incentivize action and decisive finishes. Here's how it works. First, base points. A boxer that wins their respective round of competition by way of knockout, technical knockout, disqualification, or forfeit, any form of stoppage, will earn the respective team the maximum 4 points available for any given round. A boxer that wins their round by way of a judge's decision will earn their respective team 1 point. A boxer whose round results in a loss, draw, or no contest will not earn their team any points. Second, knockdown bonus points. Boxers competing in rounds that do not end in a stoppage and are instead determined by way of a judge's decision can earn their respective team knockdown bonus points along the way. Whether ultimately declared the winner or loser of a round ending in a decision by the judges, each knockdown scored by a boxer along the way will earn their team 1 additional point. Boxers can earn their team a maximum of 2 knockdown bonus points per round of competition. If the round ends in a stoppage, bonus points do not apply because the victor will have already earned their team the maximum 4 points available per round of TBL competition. So whether it's a dominant decision win or a spectacular knockout, the maximum reward is always 4 points. Season 4 is simple. Win big, score knockdowns, finish strong.
And as we've seen the first couple nights, knockouts can change the scoring quickly. Of course, the base points, knockout, TKO, or forfeit, whatever it is, 4 points, and it can switch the night on its head. Decision, of course, gets the 1 point, and you want to be rewarded for the knockdown. So if you knock down your opponent, then he knocks you down, you're still going to get the bonus points as it all adds up. As Team Boxing League is all about action and rewarding the fighters for putting on the show for you, the fans. And of course, we have great fighters with great behind-the-scenes stories, and we have fighters who are coming from all over the world chasing their boxing dream, and Team Boxing League is giving them the opportunity to make their dreams come true. And Dave, that's what it's all about.
That's exactly right. And I'll tell you what, we have all that international melting pot. And one guy who saw that memo you were talking about was Kai Brooks from Philadelphia, because the knockout is the equivalent of the 10-7 from last year.
Yep.
You got 3 points, but here he comes in and he gets 4 points twice, including in round 22 with the entire match on the line.
Yeah,
that was a huge development for the Las Vegas Hustle. They were getting outpointed most of the night, but Mr. TNT, he went high in this contest and electrified the audience. This is somebody who is serving notice who is going to be a major force. So that was 4 points, and that ended up being the difference because LA came back and won the next 2. But because of that 4-pointer, Vegas, with Mr. TNT himself, able to take that victory.
Yeah, Kai gave the Las Vegas Hustle 8 points last night with 2 punches. Crazy how Team Boxing League scoring is happening this season. That's why you want to keep track with what's going on all season long. Kai, love his attitude, love his approach yesterday. Was the team needed me, so I'm going to go with the knockouts.
Wouldn't it be nice if life works like that all the time? You needed something, I just went and got it for you. He was really very respectful and kind of matter-of-fact about it, that he just had to go out and do it for his team. And he came through under pressure. It's one thing to say, I'm going to go do it for you, but when it really matters with everything on the line, everybody cheering, he did it.
And make sure you follow the TBL social media accounts for all the behind-the-scenes action of what's going on. Not just from the previous night, but for tonight and what's going to happen in week number 2. And if you're a fighter out there who loves the feature, hey, we're still looking for you. Do you have what it takes to be a member of Team Boxing League? You better watch the show tonight, because Houston and San Antonio are ready to make their ring walks. That's coming up next. TBL on a Sunday night, week 1 action from the Big Easy.
Members. Back check. Back check.
TBL in the Big Easy. Houston Hitmen, San Antonio Snipers ready to go for week number 1. That's what you want to have. We already saw victories on Friday night for Philly. Saturday night, it was Vegas. What will happen on a Sunday night with Houston and San Antonio? Back inside our studios, Dave Fontempo, Beth Duran with you. Dave, this is a matchup that I really like because two teams that left us wanting more last year. And for some of these fighters who are new to TBL, who want to put on a performance, this is a great opportunity for them.
It really is. And remember, the season ended end of August, so you had all that offseason to think about, hey, I want to make a mark. I want this team to be improved. You have the whole fall, winter months. You start thinking, now it's this year. You get excited. You train. New coach if you're Houston. San Antonio, you're saying, you know, we were really close last year. I cannot wait to start making my case for this year. And that's why, in a way, the opening night is the biggest night of the season. And you would look back and you say, hey, that was the big one.
Season 4 of Team Boxing League. We've been there since day 1. And for you new to the sport right now, like, what is this? It is boxing. Without a doubt, it is 100% boxing. But it's a different way because it's a team concept. Because when you're done, you don't go to the locker room. You stay ringside and you cheer on your team. And right now, let's meet Houston and San Antonio.
Good evening, welcome, and thank you for joining us at the Poncho Training Center in New Orleans. We would like to thank Chairman Ronald A. Rance, Deputy Commissioner Todd Singletary, and the Louisiana State Athletic Commission for hosting our event this evening. We'd also like to thank our sponsors, Climax Moonshine Fire number 32, Balance of Nature, Serenity Springs Recovery Center. Fans, don't forget you can stream all TBL Season 4 action live on the Team Boxing League app. And now, New Orleans, it's fight night! First up, let's meet the Houston Hitman.
William Jerry. Yes, sir.
Boxing League, the squads come out together. That's one of the cool concepts about this. The teams walk out together. The Houston Hitmen will be wearing white trunks tonight.
Hey, you bond together. You make the team travel together. Listen to the coach. All about your teammates, and you really see them cheering on one another. And when someone comes up with a big moment, it often catches like wildfire for the entire team. And you'll see that. And we'll go to that and how these fighters rally around each other and get excited when something good happens for the team.
And for these fighters, they saw what happened on Friday night. They saw what happened Saturday night. Now it's their opportunity. They've been antsy. You know they're champing at the bit, as they say at the track.
Yeah, exactly right. And they're probably thinking, hey, why couldn't we be the first one? You know, we had to wait the entire weekend. But now, yeah, you get an idea watching those first two, how the league is shaping up this year and how much the emphasis on power has already asserted itself in the first two matchups.
From Coach Brian Caldwell's Houston Hitmen, recipient of the U.S. Army Silver Order of the Fleury Medal, Bantamweight, Sarah Clegg.
Let's make some noise, y'all.
Featherweight, Ishmael Lil Big Bennett.
A little bit.
Featherweight, Desiree Yanez. Lightweight, Jaden Alpo. Welterweight, Ryan Martin. Super welterweight, Zay Farr. NEBF Junior Middleweight Champion, Middleweight Ahmad Lewis. Former NCAA football champion, NFL veteran, and Texas Golden Gloves champion, heavyweight Jarvis Jones. Vanessa Indira Murandin. Two-time Olympic trialist, lightweight Israel Rodriguez.
The two-time Olympian.
Super lightweight Rain Guerrero. Former NABF junior welterweight champion and middleweight champion, super middleweight Marquise Taylor. Light heavyweight Devin Thorne. Cruiserweight Nigel Williams. Heavyweight Ronnie Maybach Mayberry.
It's showtime. You know that, right? Yeah.
And their opponents, the San Antonio Snipers.
All right, well, they better be stacked.
The San Antonio Snipers. You see a family affair. The veteran Aguilera is walking him in.
Oh, yeah, that's
The team that had a promising start last year beat Houston in the opener. Phoenix right after that. A 1-point loss. And there are certain humps in seasons that you can't get over, and they would get near that point again and just miss. So this is a team anxious to prove they can get just a little bit better. Coach A.C. Bryant. Some star power with people like Latia Williams.
Well, all I know is that in the YouTube chat, everybody is here for Azariah Cottrell for the San Antonio Snipers. We see it. You don't have to spam the chat. We see everybody that's here for Azariah. Love the support for Azariah.
Chile, Venezuela, to Cuba, Colombia, Guatemala, El Salvador, Puerto Rico.
And the San Antonio Snipers are going to get introduced.
Spain, Ecuador, to Mexico. Him for sure. Texas. They all say the same thing.
From retired U.S. Army Master Sergeant with 2 tours of duty in combat, A.C. Bryant's San Antonio Snipers. Former USA national team member, bantamweight Isabel China Vasquez. Featherweight Jorge de Jesus Romero. 12-time national champion, featherweight Azaria Cottrell. Lightweight Francie Elodon Fortunato. Current NABA champion, welterweight Charles B.B.A. Garner. Super welterweight Marvelous Jarvis Shepard. Middleweight Tracy Magruder. Heavyweight Travaris the Bear Fiend. Featherweight Leanne La Chingona Calderon. Current US WBC silver champion, lightweight Michael Bragamontes. Former national champion, super lightweight Latia Williams. Welterweight Andres Barrera. Former national champion, super middleweight Obed Radar Bartiel.
Radar.
ask that you please rise and remove your hats and give a warm welcome to Nina Hungerland as she performs our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, Nina Hungerland. Fans stream every moment of TBL Season 4 live on the Team Boxing League app, available on Apple TV 4K, Roku, and Amazon Fire TV, as well as iPhone and Android devices. Don't miss a second of TBL action. Download the Team Boxing League app today. Welcome to the launch rounds. Our first round is in the bantamweight division. In the red corner for the San Antonio Snipers, former USA national team member Isabel China Vasquez.
Yeah.
In the blue corner for the Houston Hitmen, recipient of the U.S. Army Silver Order of the Fleury Medal, Sarah Kulik.
All right. See what's gonna get
this
after.
should be a good one. The women are going to get at it. And it's 3-minute round for the women here in Team Boxing League. Thanks for watching wherever you may be. If you're in New York, you're in Hawaii, LA, Texas, San Antonio, Houston, we are ready to go. 24 action-packed rounds coming your way as the Houston Hitmen in the white trunks, San Antonio in the orange. The southpaw is Sarah Kulik. Sarah has a fantastic story, receiving the Silver Order of the Fleury Medal of the U.S. Army. First professional Muay Thai fight was in Massachusetts. WKA title holder. 5 bare-knuckle fights. Been in Bellator and Invicta. She will scrap with anybody, anywhere. You got to love her attitude, Dave Von Temple.
And you come right in here, and then you find the TBL format. And you come in, and you're wearing the gloves. Everything's a little bit different. Now we have dueling southpaws. Let's see how long they keep that up. You're going for the southpaw here. You're going against the southpaw. You want that lead right hand, and you're the taller fighters. You have a very good chance of getting that in. That is your vantage point, your target.
16 professional boxing fights. She has 4 in bare knuckle, 1 Muay Thai fight, and she has 5 rounds here in Team Boxing League, the 34-year-old nicknamed Switch Kick. She's taking on Isabel Vasquez, born in Orlando, Florida, now representing the Houston Hitmen. Isabel 2-1 in TBL action and 2-0 outside. Both of her fights can't happen last year. She has good, solid right hand.
It's very interesting to see how the tall fighter can take advantage of this height and reach, and then the complications of the southpaw opponent. You can do a little bit of time studying, and then at some point you just have to gamble.
8 launch rounds, 8 middle rounds, and then 8 money rounds. And in the money rounds, that's when a lot of times you'll see fighters fight for the second time. So Isabel Vasquez and Sarah Click will see each other again in round number 18. It's up to the coaches to decide who they're going to have fight twice. So some fighters only fight 1 round, others will fight 2.
And different fighters are comfortable with different rest periods. So here you got 1 and 18. You've got a nice long rest. Sometimes you see somebody at the end of the middle rounds and then the beginning of the launch rounds. They'd like to get right back to it while they're still fresh and fight a second time.
1-2 from Sarah Click. Isabel Vasquez countered. In Team Boxing League, you get that 1 round. It's a fantastic concept in our 4th season. Referee.
Looks like they've hit the end.
Yeah, I guess we're done with the round.
Get a good look at what's going on. The battling inside gets us off to a good start here. Good straight left hand. You know, you're the southpaw. You're anticipating what's going to be coming to you. So, you know what? She jumps the gun on it.
So if you win the round, you get 1 point.
1-0 in the red corner for the San Antonio Snipers, Isabel Chana Vasquez. After 1 round, San Antonio leads 1-0. This round brought to you by Climax Moonshine Fire number 32, known to bring the heat. Round 2 is in the featherweight division. In the red corner for the San Antonio Snipers, Jorge de Jesus Romero.
Jorge.
In the blue corner for the Houston Hitmen, Ishmael Lubeg Bennett.
Jorge de Jesus Romero fighting for the San Antonio Snipers. El Pupi is the nickname out of Guanabanco, Cuba, now living in Miami, Florida. He's got 6 rounds of action in TBL. Ishmael Bennett, I'm sorry, Richmond, Virginia, making his TBL debut, the 27-year-old from Richmond. He's 2-0 with 2 knockouts in his professional career.
So many more new fighters coming into the league, and fighters who have been on either an amateur or a professional circuit. So there's a lot of coaching with them and a lot of conversation with teammates. Hey, look, this is how you start fast. Hey, don't give away this much. First 20 seconds, you can't be without throwing a punch. Fighters break down this 3-minute period different ways. Some want to go all in, and some like to go 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, try to win 2 of the 3 minutes.
Romero, away from TBL, is 23-2 with a draw in his professional career, 14 knockouts. Doing a lot of fighting in Orlando, in the South. Here he is on TBL for the San Antonio Snipers.
And sometimes we hear, oh my goodness, I've had such a pro career. Now you can give me a payday for 1 round. do the preparation, and it's a sprint.
It's one round day. That's all you get. 3 minutes, and you got to get after it. That's why if you're watching for the first time, you're like, that's it, just one. That's it. That's why you have to come out aggressive. That's why the coaches, A.C. Bryant and Brian Caldwell, are super aggressive with the way that they met their matchups.
And you know, you and I both like horse racing, so we like the analogy of, okay, there are distance horses, but it's a whole different situation for them if you put them in a sprint. And you can take a professional fighter who's a great distance fighter. Is that fighter going to convert in this one-round format? It's a challenge.
And there you see Romero trying to go with an overhand right in the orange trunks. If you get a knockdown, you get a point. There is no pitter-patter here. There's no feeling out round. You got to come out and just let the hands go. Right hand from Romero.
And you need to have a sense at all times of how you think you're doing.
Yo, bro.
There's no next round to get him. There's no, I'm going to break him down for a little bit. No breakdown.
Bro, I'm watching this live boxing, bro. This is
let everybody know your fighter's coming up. Azaria.
I'm going to finish watching.
Cottrell is coming up next, so let him know.
I'm not going to play it.
And I was told that's how we say your name.
Yeah. What did you say?
So I'm going to leave the crib real quick and come back.
Bet. I'm be watching this boxing shit.
Yup is good, bro. I'm still getting this work.
Bet.
Look at the highlight from round number 2.
Good action back and forth, and Romero trying to pressure Bennett. Bennett had a good stiff jab to answer him there. That was a telltale shot, the overhand right. And it happened late. How the judges view that? Tiebreaker? See how they have this.
The winner of this round by the score of 1-0 in the red corner for the San Antonio Snipers, Jorge de Jesus Romero. After 2 rounds, San Antonio leads 2-0. Our third round is in the featherweight division. In the red corner for the San Antonio Snipers, 12-time national champion, Azaria Cottrell. In the blue corner for the Houston Hitmen, Desiree Yanez.
All right, 8:08. Here we go. Cottrell in the ring for the San Antonio Snipers, making a professional debut. As you get to Desiree Yanez, who's making her TBL debut. Yanez, 36 years old in white, and Cottrell landing a good left hook, overhand right. 3-minute rounds for the women.
And these are 2 fighters who are already coming at this like they're thinking bonus points. Beautiful right hand gets in by Cottrell.
Yanez with a couple right hands of her own.
Damn.
Box Fit 808 Boxing Club is where Cottrell works out of, now living in Las Vegas. Hawaii is where she's representing. Good action back and forth.
Taylor Cottrell is going big and thinking big with these right hands and left hooks, and she could get one in. The opportunity going the other way is if you can catch her when she drops her shoulder, getting ready to launch into that big shot.
Uppercut from Cottrell. Another uppercut, and these 2 will go at it again in round number 20. Her professional debut for Cottrell.
So she's made a mark here. Asserting excellent control.
And there's some excellent fighters coming out of Hawaii. Remember the Hawaiian Punch, Brian Valoria?
Oh, yes.
Olympian back in 2000. He's out training in Southern California. I see him every now and then. There's some good prospects that Team Nito has with Golden Boy, with Asa Stevens, and Dallas Kailopu. And also there's a Kaipo Gallego's going to be coming through. A lot of good amateurs out of the 808.
And it seems to go in cycles. Get a hot streak, and then some very good fighters. Maybe a good trainer comes out there, and then you churn out a whole product line.
Carlos Tangaro doing a good job with Team Nito. Good amateur scene from Hawaii. And Cottrell is one of those.
Yeah, and she is landing excellent, meaningful shots here.
Remember Jermaine Patricio, who we saw last season. She's doing a good job for herself in TBL.
Saw her around the circuit.
Good action back and forth. Both fighters making their TBL debut. They're watching in Waimanalo, they're watching in North Shore, everywhere.
Hey, you know, the word gets around, especially on social media.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody we know is fighting. We're going to tune in. Maybe we'll have a party around it.
Oh, you know they are.
Come cheer our friends on.
Yelling Chi-Hu right now in Hawaii as Cottrell puts on a good show. Good opening round. Her and Yanez go back and forth, and we'll see them again in round number 20. The women putting on a show opening weekend here on Team Boxing League.
You can see the way Cottrell's built, that she has power dynamics in her style. And let's take a look at some of it. There's a looping right hand that got an excellent uppercut, and I like the way she was thinking about that punch. Then the hook, as she maintained a good, solid offensive striking position. And by doing that, when the opportunity came her way, she stayed there and scored a very heavy punch.
The winner of this round by the score of 1-0. In the red corner for the San Antonio Snipers, Azaria Cottrell. San Antonio leads 3-0.
Tina Long says
Tonight's fights are powered by Balance of Nature. Our fighters fuel with clean carbs and real ingredients, and now you can too. Grab their guiltless snacks and get 35% off right now with code FIGHT at balanceofnature.com. Round 4 is in the lightweight division. In the red corner for the San Antonio Snipers, Francie El Rodon Fortunato. In the blue corner for the Houston Hitmen, Jaden Alpo.
Jaden Alpo making his TBL debut. He's 1-0 as a pro. Alpo in the white trying to give the Houston Hitmen their first point. He's got his hands tough against Francie Fortuna. Francie born in the Dominican Republic, now living in California. 8-2 in TBL action, the 28-year-old.
Got some snap.
He'll have the height and reach. As well, some good instincts on the inside. Good snapping jab, and it sets up the uppercut. You get a chance to see if he can establish some space. Then the sneaky uppercut comes in right behind that jab. The veteran move. It's kind of a half-second beat between the two punches.
That's a snappy jab.
Dominican Republic fighters. You know, Dominican Republic, of course, we're all going to say baseball, but they produce some excellent boxers.
Always have to.
Good work back and forth. Alpo, uppercut, right hand, the hook.
And his body shot is punitive, too.
However, is that going to rule the knockdown? It is a knockdown as Alpo gets a point for the Houston Hitmen. As Fortunato hits the deck.
A not-so-funny thing happened on the way to a decision. You got dropped. Houston's first big moment of the year. He's doing everything right.
Welcome to TBL, Jaden Alpo, keeping the hands nice and tight in the center of the ring. So San Antonio already has a point now. If they get the decision, that'll make it 2.
But he gets them right back into the contest. Look, good body shots. But you know, you have to give something away when you open up. And a short, quick, sneaky punch, or just something that keeps you off balance. It doesn't have to be a big punch.
And Alpo has a lot of people cheering him on from Port Arthur, Texas. Not too far where we're at tonight.
the comments of what streaming through on the TBL YouTube page. All of a sudden, you're seeing one thing that is the complete opposite.
19 years old, Jaden Alpo. Excellent debut for TBL.
Oh.
All right, so we know that Houston will get a point for the knockdown that Alpo delivered. Did he do enough to win the round? So the way it works, you still score the round, but you'll get a point for the knockdown.
Oh. Word changed. Now Alpo is getting drilled with that short right hand. Let's see how he scores this. Oh, that left hook was a clubbing.
Wow, yeah, very nice.
Oh, he got
Very
rocked.
nice, and he knew right away.
He stayed in tight, maintained his cool as he was getting hit, and then found some room and converted. So that was some good power shown by Alpo. Just when it was looking too easy for San Antonio,
The winner of this round
it's not.
by the score of 2-0 in the blue corner for the Houston Hitmen, Jaden Alpo. San Antonio leads 3-2.
So Houston, here's 2 for you.
That's what you want to see opening weekend at TBL. So big round for the Houston Hitmen. Jaden Alpo with a knockdown in the point. And now Houston's cut the lead to 1 as they're down 3-2. Let's get ready for round number 5, TBL action.
Round 5 is in the welterweight division. In the red corner for the San Antonio Snipers, he is the current NABA champion, Charles BBA Garner. In the blue corner for the Houston Hitmen, Ryan Martin.
This should be a good one.
Man, we called it our round to watch.
Charles Garner for the San Antonio Snipers.
Ooh.
He's in the orange trunks representing Buffalo, New York. He's got the Buffalo Boxing Club, does a lot of stuff in the community. So let's find out more about Charles Gardner out of the San Antonio Snipers, the 32-year-old, 4 Golden Glove championships. His young daughters, his motivation. You follow his social media, you'll see a lot of posts about how his daughter keeps him locked in and motivated. And he's also doing a lot of work in the community. And you know those cold ice baths? Let's just say the reels that Charles Gardner reposted, man, they get a lot of views, and I get frozen just watching those ice baths that he puts himself through. Representing Buffalo, New York, in Bill's territory. Ryan Martin, he's a tough out. We've seen Ryan Martin around for a while. He's been boxing for Team Boxing League the last couple of years. Born in Akron, Ohio. Was living in LA for a while. Was fighting for the LA Elite recently. Outside of TBL, he's 26-2. And he's one of the fighters that it's hard for him to get fights because he's a dangerous fighter because up-and-comers don't want to fight him. Former champions don't want to fight him. So TBL is giving him an opportunity.
Too good for his own good.
His only losses coming to Josh Taylor and Robert Easter Jr. He's doing excellent work here in TBL. He's also done some work in bare
Oh.
knuckles. Thanks to everybody that's hanging out with us on the Team Boxing League YouTube page. Make sure you subscribe and like. And Dave, you found the YouTube, huh?
Yes, indeed. Happy to be there and get with the chat room and be with everybody who's watching us around the world.
The commentary is really good. We have some fantastic TBL fight fans that know what they're talking about, and it's not toxic. What a concept.
How about that? The great thing, and you know that they try to outdo each other on there too. That's right. I saw that. Predict something that might be coming up.
So yeah, we do monitor. Here's what here. Big Lou in the chat says, I'm new to this. How does Houston have 2 points? Well, Big Lou, let me explain to you. Last round, Jaden Alpo got a knockdown, so that's 1 point. And he won the round, so that's 2 points. In TBL, the scoring is different from boxing where it's a 10-point must system. Here, if you win the round, you get 1. You get a knockdown, you get 1. You get the big KO, you get 4. That's why we keep you interested. And that man, Dave, always says something slick. He's smooth, man. He's with you. He's from Jersey. He knows. Upstate New York coming out strong for Charles Gardner.
The Gardner's a veteran, and Martin is a good find for the Houston team.
Yeah, he was with LA last year. He's also been working with Las Vegas. And that's where TBL was yesterday in Los Angeles as Vegas took on LA. Saludos a la gente que está mirando de Los Angeles. Yesterday, Dave, we had Argentina watching. We had Japan watching. Today we had Hawaii watching us. Good stuff there.
Hey, we had our own version of the UN right here with us. And this was a pretty intense fight. Came out from the side. They were tying up and still talking, a little shot in the back of the head. These guys know each other's tactics. They're both veterans, and they're trying to pour a little extra intensity into that round. Houston was trying to tie the score.
Round by the score of 1-0 out of the red corner for the San Antonio Snipers, Charles BBA Gardner. San Antonio leads 4-2. This round brought to you by Serenity Springs Recovery Center, a place of recovery and self-discovery. Round 6 is in the super welterweight division. In the red corner for the San Antonio Snipers, Marvelous Jarvis Shepherd. In the blue corner for the Houston Hitmen, Zay Farr.
Now this is a good one, Dave. Jarvis Shepherd, 4-0 for the San Antonio Snipers. 37-year-old, of course, you gotta love the name, Marvelous Jarvis.
And you've got to be really good to serve credence to that name. Deference to the great Marvelous Marvin Hagler.
He's out of Dallas, Texas, is Jarvis Shepherd, representing the San Antonio Snipers. And his opponent, Zay Farr, 18 years old, the young man from Irving, Texas, in the white trunks, fighting for the Houston Hitmen. Making his TBL debut, and also, Dave, his professional debut. Now, TBL does go on your professional boxing record, but they put a separate tab on BoxRec. So you would have the Box Pro, the Box Amateur, and then there's a TBL tab just for you. So these are considered professional fights because TBL is nothing but professional.
That's a great move forward for the league to be linked like that, and then to have serious boxing people take a look at that, and you can find a contrast.
Okay, 18-year-old Farr, 37-year-old Shepherd. And that's what TBL is all about. The way that matchups are made is, who's my 154 pound? Okay, this guy, who do you have? Okay, let's put them together. Here we go. And teams will have multiple fighters in multiple weight classes. It's up to the coaches to figure out who they're going to match up.
Where am I strong? Am I deep at this particular weight class? Can I get one of the fighters to move up or move down? Each team is going to find one area that they feel particularly solid and deep in. So it's a matter of how they can exploit that, move it around.
Yeah, and when you're making your professional debut, it's different from the amateurs. The headgear's off, the gloves are different sizes. It's one thing, but then when they throw you to TBL, you're only going to get one round, and you got to go for it. It's a sprint here, Dave.
Yeah, butterflies, forget it. No time for the butterflies. Maybe you get 5 seconds of butterflies, then you have to go. And biggest learning curve for a lot of fighters is how to pace themselves and channel that chaos over the 3 minutes. You want to be aggressive and go all out, but you must maintain your fundamentals. You can't just swing wildly and then get hit.
And you're not going to get the bar one-rounders because there needs to be some action. And that's something that the veteran fighters of TBO know how to push the pace, know how to command the ring. And we're done with this one. Good debut for Farr.
Now, this is a case, and sometimes their styles offset each other, and they were locked in. But even if you know it's a close fight and not much might be happening, one little burst can give you that same 1-point victory as if it was a slugfest. There's always a point up there for somebody to get.
So the judges will have to make the decision. Who will get the 1 point?
This round by the score of 1-0. Out of the blue corner for the Houston Hitmen, Zay Farr. San Antonio leads 4-3. Round 7 is in the middleweight division. In the red corner for the San Antonio Snipers, Tracy Magruder. In the blue corner for the Houston Hitmen, NABF Junior Middleweight Champion, Ahmad Lewis.
And that previous round between Shepard and Zay Farr was personal in a good way, as Jarvis Shepard trained Zay Farr.
How about that?
Pupil against the student.
And the trash talking will begin right after.
Oh, absolutely.
I told you so.
Hey, now you're a pro. We're both pro. Let's go. This is Tracy Magruder for the San Antonio Snipers, who have a 1-point lead. Magruder has 11 rounds of TBL action from Rochester, New York, taking on Ahmad Lewis, who's making his TBL debut.
Oh, nice combos. Oh.
And right in line with what we've been talking about is, if you're a veteran and someone is making their TBL debut, you test them immediately. You put the pressure on. You see what level of composure your opponent has.
Oh.
And make sure you download the TBL app and follow the TBL social media account for all the great behind-the-scenes coverage of what goes on. And, of course, the TBL Bellas. Last night, we had Emily and Alexia in Los Angeles. Ahmad Lewis representing Houston in the white trunks, going upstairs to the 1-2. Overhand right from Ahmad. As a pro, Ahmad is 8-3 with 5 stoppages.
Oh.
Tracy Magruder has knocked down Ahmad Lewis.
This is 4 points.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow, what a KO. Now the concern is of Lewis, because Magruder, heavy-handed, Dave. Holy smokes.
Yeah, you do have that concern. He unloaded, and the big left hook gets everything, and that's the one after he drove him back.
He was out on his feet right away.
And the safety concern right there, because you don't get that celebratory reaction, you get the concerned reaction.
Good to see that Lewis is sitting up. Wow, that was scary. That was scary there. Magruder, that's his first knockout in TBL, but in his boxing career, Magruder has 6 victories, 4 of those via KO. As the doctor jumps into the ring right away, Lewis on the stool. Huge KO, Dave, and right now the concern is with Imad Lewis.
And when he got up, Magruder was clapping his gloves together. Happy to see that.
He's on his feet. That's great. Whew. That was a nasty KO. Good to see that Imad is on his feet. Doctor in the ring. Now let's get to the score here, Dave. That is a huge 4-point punch for the San Antonio Snipers.
It takes a 1-point lead and makes it 5.
Oh, play the replay, bro. Play that replay.
Last night we had 2 big KOs from Las Vegas from Kai.
On Friday night we had a big one from Jesse Hart.
Yep.
We're getting that asserting itself into every card we've had this weekend.
We have round number 8 coming up with
Our
Barnes and
referee
Jones.
stops this round at 1 minute 49 seconds for the winner by knockout in the red corner for the San Antonio Snipers, Tracy Magruder. San Antonio leads 8-3. Round 8 is in the heavyweight division. In the red corner for the San Antonio Snipers, Travaris the Bear V. In the blue corner for the Houston Hitmen, former NCAA football champion, NFL veteran, and Texas Golden Gloves champion, Jarvis Jones.
Jarvis Jones, Dave, he and I go way back. I used to cover USC football for ESPN in Los Angeles, and he was at USC as a freshman, suffered a neck injury, and was essentially told you need to retire from football, got a second opinion, and ended up going to the University of Georgia. And Jarvis Jones, never thought I'd see him in a boxing ring. Went to Georgia, played linebacker for the Steelers. And then here he is now boxing. He's currently a football coach, a high school football coach. And his team went undefeated last season, coaching at George Washington Carver High School in Columbus, Georgia. They won the AA state championship last season. As the head coach is Jarvis Jones in the white trunks. Yeah, all the back and forth with Jones. He's an athlete, always has been. Now 38 years old. Couple fights as a heavyweight.
It says right on there. Goes way back with Betts.
Oh, it just missed the chin. Oh, he just missed the chin. That was like right there.
It says right on there. Goes way back with Betza.
Yep.
That's pretty something. Get their guys in here. A lot of football. Get their guys in here. A lot of football players like to box. And they find how hard it is.
And Tavares. For the San Antonio Snipers have a huge 8-3 lead right now. He's got 21 rounds in TBL action. And right now, Tavares is bringing it as Jones against the ropes, getting worn out. Final seconds of round number 8. Great launch rounds for the San Antonio Snipers, thanks to a huge KO from Tracy Magruder. And it looks like San Antonio's going to add on another one.
That boy got trapped.
The winner of this round by the score of 1-0, out of the red corner for the San Antonio Snipers, Tavares the Bear V.
Terrific launch rounds
San
for San
Antonio leads
Antonio.
9-3.
San Antonio starts quickly. Houston comes back, and now San Antonio trying to pull away.
A lot of good action between Houston and San Antonio, Dave. We love it. But before we get back to them, what's coming up in week number 2? I'm excited for this one. 3 events coming your way. As always, make sure you follow the Team Boxing League social media accounts to see what's going on. Friday night, the Atlanta Attack, one of my favorite teams, taking on the Nashville Smash. And then Saturday night, the Miami Assassins. They're always loaded. Great squad, great coach. Take on the Dallas team. That's on the 28th. And then Sunday night, we're going to wrap it up with Boston and Phoenix. Boston always loaded. Week 2 of TBL action coming your way. Team Boxing League week number 1. Houston Hitmen down to the San Antonio Snipers 9-3. We're in the Big Easy to close out week number 1. Back inside the studio, Beth Duran, Dave Bontempo. Dave, San Antonio came out super strong. Impressive so far from them.
3 parts of that launch round. They start out quickly. Houston makes a run in the middle, and then Mr. Magruder, Tracy Magruder, changes everything with the big bomb, and now San Antonio is off to a big lead.
All right, so the launch rounds, round number 7. Dave, we said you get points for a knockdown. A KO, you get 4.
And this was big for San Antonio. Look at the effect of that. Remember, a knockout is the same as winning 4 one-round fights. That's how they are rewarding power this year, and we have seen a TNT onslaught every night so far in week 1.
Magruder gets his hand raised. Good report that Imad Lewis walked out of the ring under his own power. Of course, safety is the precaution here at Team Boxing League. San Antonio with a 9-3 lead so far. And Dave, with one punch, things can change. Just because you're down 6 doesn't mean anything. Right here in the middle rounds, which one are we looking for?
Well, you know, I call her the thrill pill. Latia Williams in round number 11. She came out last year such a good fighter, such a very good, tough, offensive-minded offensive fighter, and I think she's one of the highlights of the San Antonio team.
All right, that'll be round number 11. Of course, Team Boxing League. The action is always hot. Let's go back ringside. This is Leanne Calderon for the San Antonio Snipers in the orange. Janaisa Morandin desde Brazil. Tudo bem? To everybody in Brazil. Leanne Calderon, 21 rounds of action in TBL. Let's look at more about Leanne Calderon. 3rd season with the Snipers, mother of 3. It's a boxing affair in the family, of course. From Kyle, Texas, was born in San Marcos. Leanne Calderon, who has 6 fights away from TBL action. Last fight that she had, early February, got a 1st round KO against an undefeated fighter. So Leanne is a tough one. And Morandin, who's 31 years old, from Florianópolis, Santa Catarina, Brazil, making her way along the TBL action. It's 0-2 outside of TBL.
I think it's interesting that little by little we see some of these TBL fighters then go outside of here and win. It's always a good indication of the type of training and competition they're facing here, making them more battle-hardened and seasoned.
So the launch rounds were done. 9-3 for San Antonio. We're in the middle rounds. We still got the money rounds to come. If you're just joining us right now, Team Boxing League, you fight 1 round minimum. Some fighters will have 2 rounds, and it's usually in the money rounds up to the coaches to decide who they're going to put in the money rounds when everything counts. New scoring system this year. 1 point for the decision. If there's a knockdown, you get a point. And if there's a KO that ends the round, 4 huge points. Last night we had 2 KOs. Friday night, Jesse Hart ended the night with a KO. Huge for them.
Turned that fight around and shifted all of the dynamics in the money round for Philly, which had been trailing most of the way against New York. And then that set up Philly for a strong run at the end.
And of course, the women in TBL 3-minute rounds. A lot of women asking for it, they got it.
And they traditionally start us off in the launch middle round, so always a lot of pressure on the first 2 fighters in any segment.
And you'll have fights on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in Team Boxing League. That's why you got to follow the social media to keep track of what's going on, who's fighting where, and which team is there for you.
So Leanne, good right hand, gets inside. Right hand pours through. She looks happy already. Let's see if the judges agree with her. I think they will.
The winner of this round by a score of 1-0 in the blue corner for the Houston Hitmen, Janessa Indira Morandi.
The judges did not believe that pressure was enough, so
San Antonio leads 9-4.
Good development for Houston.
This round brought to you by Climax Moonshine, fire number 32, known to bring the heat. Round 10 is in the lightweight division. In the red corner for the San Antonio Snipers, he is the current U.S. WBC Silver Champion, Michael Bragamontes. In the blue corner for the Houston Hitmen, two-time Olympic trialist, Israel Rodriguez.
All right, so Morandi gets her first victory in TBL. Congratulations to the Brazilian fighter, and gets a point for Houston. Michael Bragamontes. He's got the white trunks with orange for the San Antonio Snipers. In the black and white is Israel Rodriguez. Bragamontes, I know from Southern California. He's from the Orange County area. Been fighting along the club shows in Southern California. And he's had a couple of big upsets for promoters who thought they had a hot prospect. They bring in Bragamontes to test him, and he upsets some dudes. And he's making his TBL debut. Michael is currently 15-2-1. He's only 20 years old. El Chamuco, they call him. I've seen him around the Southern California scenes, different gyms where he goes and works out of.
He's been the silencer to those promoters who think they have a prospect that they'll put in with him. And these guys, right up tight, phone booth warfare at times, right in front of each other. Big shot for Bragamontes.
Yeah, last Thanksgiving, Bragamontes was on that Manny Pacquiao promotions card at Pechanga Resort Casino in Southern California, and he just brought it. Kid is fun. He's fun to watch, and you can see the action from Bragamontes right away. Israel Rodriguez from Humboldt, Texas. 10 rounds in TBL action. He's 27 years old. 1-0. That other fight that he had was a KO. That was last November. I liked watching him last season. Israel Rodriguez.
And these are two guys engaged in the pleasing stylistic war. They go right to each other. So many different ways to fight, and these guys have the most fan-appealing style.
Yeah, Rodriguez was fun to watch last year. He had a couple good battles with Malik Lark in Houston. And he would just stand there and trade with you. And this is Bragamontes' understanding what TBL is all about. He's been watching. He knows what it is. You get one round and you better throw. You better put your hands up because you just got checked on the chin.
Yeah, after doing so many things right, you don't pull all the way out of it, and a guy with fast hands can nail you.
Right hand from Rodriguez. Bragamontes wears it. These two are going at it at 135 pounds. And Rodriguez's action pressure does not stop coming at you.
Good body work from Rodriguez.
You got 1,000 with us hanging out, Dave Bontempo.
And I'll tell you what, wherever you're scoring this one, it's a tight one. These guys brought it the whole time.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. And we'll see them again in round 23.
It's given up for Michael Bragamontes and Israel Rodriguez.
Good action. Good fun.
You've got a candidate for round of the night as both of these guys opening up. Put their hands down, and Rodriguez will make you pay, because Bragamontes had a lot of great moments himself. So the speed of Rodriguez, as well as the body shots, Hey, the judges have a lot to look at and to break down. These guys
The winner of
both
this
give an
round
excellent
by
fight.
a score of 1-0 out of the blue corner for the Houston Hitman, Israel Rodriguez.
All right, so kudos to Houston clawing
San
back.
Antonio leads 9-5. Round 11 is in the super lightweight division. In the red corner for the San Antonio Snipers, former national champion Latia Williams. In the blue corner for the Houston Hitmen, Rain Guerrero.
This is going to be a tough one for Guerrero with her professional debut tonight, and she gets Latia Williams, who's born in Atlanta, Georgia, and is tough. 9 rounds of action for Latia. She's 7-2 in TBL action.
She's been an excellent straight-ahead pressure fighter.
And there's the pressure, exactly what you're talking about, Dave. That's what Latia is all about. Shot out of the cannon, gets after you.
Height, reach, power, some good slick movement. We saw her add some of the lateral movement in the second half of the season last year. The way you have to try and fight her, and it's not easy, is try to withstand that assault and then counter. And it's not a bad idea to try to crowd her, because on the outside, where you see Guerrero, she got nailed with a big Williams shot.
Latia Williams only been boxing for 2 years, and she comes out aggressive right now. Letting her hands go. Good left from Latia.
This is possibly bonus points staring at San Antonio.
Latia, 5'10", played basketball at Prairie View A&M. She was a SWAC tournament MVP, would average 21 points, almost a double-double. The Righteous Reaper. And she's attacking Guerrero right now. And Guerrero in trouble, just trying to fend off Latia, who will not stop coming forward.
And there's a good shot by Williams, where she has the room here to land a punitive body shot if she can set that up, because her opponent has reacted to all these bombs.
Here's what Latia does. We still got a minute to go. It's a long minute for Rain Guerrero. Welcome to TBL. They give you one of the best female fighters they got.
So when you're trying to project scoring, this is a big moment inside the contest about whether San Antonio will get 1 point here or more than 1 point as it stands now. Everything but the kitchen sink coming from Latia Williams, and yet Guerrero is a few seconds away from holding this to 1 point.
Guerrero is tough for a professional debut. And we'll see these two again in round number 19. Latia is only going to get hotter.
So they can both take something out of this. Latia Williams took care of the business you expected, and Guerrero stood tall and kept this to 1 point. Because Latia Williams right there had the possibility, a little more could have come behind it, to score a knockdown. But Guerrero was tough, had a lot of metal. Right here is where Williams looked like she was about to open up, and look at that shot, and somehow Guerrero stays up.
And Rain Guerrero is tough. Respect to
Score
her.
of 1-0 in the red corner for the San Antonio Snipers, Latia Williams. San Antonio leads 10-5. Advanced champions don't just train hard, they train consistently. Balance of Nature's new guiltless snacks help support energy, recovery, and performance. Go to balanceofnature.com and use code FIGHT for
Hey, we're picking up Zippy's chili and chicken and rice if you guys want to eat. Alrighty, we're headed to Zippy's now.
Yeah, place that by after.
Okay, sounds good.
Good.
Bye.
$35% off your first.
Do it. Opening week of the TBL. Remember that we're going to see a lot of fighters blossom and mature over the course of the next several months. Some fighters not even in the lineup yet will force their way in. So this is a seasoning process from now until the end of the year. And if they throw you in tough or even seemingly over your head a little bit, the learning experience can be very valuable.
Make sure you follow the TBL Instagram account. Great job by Jaden, who runs it, posting all the highlights immediately during the fight night. And then afterwards, you'll give you a great compilation behind it. Subscribe to the YouTube page, which is on fire here this Sunday night. Make sure you like and subscribe. And make sure you download the TBL app to keep up to date with what's going on. Some merch coming your way, all that good stuff. For the Team Boxing League, 4th season, opening weekend, and it's on fire, Dave Bontempo.
Well, we've had the big knockout turnarounds to decide the Friday night fight, the Saturday night fight, and we've had explosions here too. And we've had young fighters coming up, making their mark. Opportunities galore for different types of fighters tonight, different situations.
A 5-point lead for the San Antonio Snipers thanks to a big KO from Tracy McCruder in round number 7. This season, if you get a knockout, that's 4 points. In boxing, the traditional 10-point must system, not here. You get a point for the win in the round, and you get points for knockdowns. But hey, you get a huge reward for a KO.
And here's another way to look at that too, because McGruder with the 4-point win. You take that out, half of this fight card is over, and it would be a 1-point affair. That's how evenly matched they've been in every other set of the lineup except for the one guy. And the one person can do a lot.
Ryan Martin was a promising hot prospect. Back in 2015, he was on that Canelo James Kirkland undercard at Minute Maid Stadium or Minute Maid Park in Houston. He was on a couple different Canelo cards. You found a Canelo Triple G weekend in Vegas. Found in Madison Square Garden. And he was on the where Canelo and Triple G had a draw back in 2017. Ryan Martin was on that card there. He's been around. Here he is in TBL, solid veteran. And Andres Guerrero held his own.
Testament to longevity for Martin. And making your debut against him, well, Barrera did. Pretty good job.
Andres Sebastian.
The winner of this round by the score of 1-0 in the red corner for the San Antonio Snipers, Andres Barrera. San Antonio leads 11-5.
Activity rewarded for Barrera. Oh, man. Oh, Cafe Du Monde? How about that? In the Big Easy opening weekend of Team Boxing League, and right now San Antonio with an 11-5 lead over Houston as we head to round number 13.
Round 13 is in the super middleweight division. In the red corner for the San Antonio Snipers, former national champion Obed Radar Bartiel. In the blue corner for the Houston Hitmen, former NABF junior welterweight champion and middleweight champion Marquise Taylor.
Round 13 and two fighters making their TBL debut. And for Obed Bartiel, he's got a lot of people watching the YouTube chat right now. This is his professional debut for the 24-year-old born in Harvest, Alabama. He's now living in San Antonio, is Bartiel. Over 300 amateur fights, multiple-time Team USA member. And Dave, he's standing in the southpaw stance, but he said he's ambidextrous. He'll switch from southpaw to orthodox with no problem at all.
He's got the build. He just showed you how he was going to do it.
He went. Is that a knockdown or is that a push?
They're counting.
And they're counting as a knockdown. Bartiel, I agree with you, Bartiel. Wow.
Oh, man. We'll get another look at that.
Marvelous Marquise. All right. You got a point there, Marvelous Marquise. Now can you take advantage of the fighter out of Houston?
Oh, good crunching right hand as well.
Good uppercut from Obed. He's going to clinch in the middle of the ring. Referee let him work out of it.
Ooh, you could lose a point there.
He was separating them. And that was it with the warning. Well, welcome to the pro ranks, Obed.
You don't know how the referee will call that. Some will give you the warning, and some will figure if it was flagrant, they'll go right to the point. So, tragedy averted in that way. Lesson learned for just a warning then.
Again, you get a point for winning the round, so just because Obed went down doesn't mean he's out of this. He's got to fight his way back.
Now you can try to get yourself back to a draw. And thus far, the three fights this weekend, nobody has rallied from being dropped and negate the knockdown by getting the round back.
Marquise Taylor from Houston. He's a veteran. 18-1-2. There's that warning you're talking about, Dave. Good body shot from Marquise Taylor now. Marquise has fought in Colombia a couple of times. Been fighting in Houston. A couple of times in Vegas for Marquise. He was on the Jermell Charlo card at the Mandalay in Las Vegas. Brigandell was on that card also. He had a draw with Luke Santamaria. So he's been on a bigger stage. He had a no contest. Remember this man? Kermit Cintron?
Oh, yes.
He turned pro back in 2013 with Marquise Taylor. And Obed is pro tonight. That was a weird round. We know the way to put it.
Well, the early knockdown changed the direction of it. Let's see how it is on the inside here.
That's a slip, Dave.
Glove touch, is that why he did it?
Yeah.
Take another look.
But regardless of the referee ruled it a knockdown, and that's going to benefit Houston. It was a rugged round.
The winner of this round by a score of 2-0. In the red corner for the San Antonio Snipers, Obed Radar Bartiel. San Antonio leads 13-5. This round brought to you by Serenity Springs Recovery Center, a place of recovery and self-discovery.
All right, so
Round
Obed
14
Portillo.
is in the light heavyweight division. In the red corner for the San Antonio Snipers, Rafael Trouble Ibukwe. In the blue corner for the Houston Hitmen, Devin Thorne.
Devin Thorne and Ibukwe going at it. Thorne for the Houston Hitmen. And in the chat right now, Dave, watching us on YouTube, TBL fighter Todd Manuel, who says he has a fight coming up on the 4th and he'll be back after that. So good luck to you, Todd. Appreciate you hanging out with us on this Sunday night.
I like it when we get a lot of team members who are not fighting that night, too. They want to watch the league.
You got to see what's going on. You got to keep
Scout
track.
out. Get a live look at somebody that might be fighting a month from now or 2 weeks.
Devin Thorne making his TBL debut from Houston, Texas.
So what are the types of things he's going to learn and take out of this? One is the distance. How do you set yourself up? How do you get in scoring range? And he'd like to be a little bit closer, and we may see him doing that as the fight goes along, and he gets more comfortable in there.
Ibukwe, also from Houston, but representing the San Antonio Snipers tonight. So you have two H-Town kids fighting.
Ibukwe's been effective with his style, moving and circling, staying away from the path of that lead right hand.
The referee's letting him work. 175-pounder with a minute to go in round number 14. San Antonio pulling away. They're up 13-5. But we saw it. One punch can change things. A KO is now worth 4 points. And when it's starting to slip away, if you're Brian Cardwell, the coach of Houston, you're going to have to let your guys know, all right, we're not going to climb back into this. We need to knock some doors down, and knockouts are going to be the way.
Might get late early for us. And that will reverberate through the bench. We'll take a look at the teams several times in the course of the night. And you can see how contagious winning is. And also how when you're behind, that sets over a team and you're looking for somebody to snap you out of it.
And again, these are professional fights. They're not exhibitions. Pro fights, pro teams, real money tonight. Team Boxing League.
There's some action from the last round. Right hand lead gets in. Almost a knockdown there, but not. Right hand lead was a good punch, and credit him for staying up. Ibukwe saved his team a point.
Did Thorne do enough?
The winner of this round by the score of 1-0 out of the blue corner of the Houston
Answer is
Hitmen,
yes.
Devin Thorne. San Antonio leads 13-6. Round 15 is in the cruiserweight division. In the red corner for the San Antonio Snipers, Adrian Taylor. In the blue corner for the Houston Hitmen, Nigel Williams.
Told you, Dave, everybody's watching on the Team Boxing League YouTube page. A lot of people enjoying Sunday night. You know who else is enjoying it? Benny Roman, our good friend from the New York City Attitude. He has this quote: Beto, Houston needs to step it up as they face Season 4 champions on the 11th of the New York City Attitude. Benny, you predicting something? Are you guys Season 3 champions?
Is it, get a little bit of trash talk going throughout the league. Why not? You know?
It's Season 4 today, Benny. But I hear
That's
you.
what he's talking about.
Hey.
Predicting, and of course, they were the Season 3 champions.
Good to see you, Benny. Appreciate the support. Good job by your team. I know you came up short on Friday night, but you guys have a fun team. That was a good battle between New York and Philly. Can't wait to see that again.
That whole circuit there with Boston up there, and all the people that know each other.
Yeah, we'll see Boston and Phoenix next Sunday, Saturday Miami and Dallas, and Friday Atlanta and Nashville. Every single weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, there will be boxing for you. Keep up to date with the TBL social media accounts to let you know whether or not. Benny, we're going to cook Dallas. I mean, we're going to cook Houston, sorry. But the way Benny is, and I love you, Benny, you know that. Benny's going to cook everybody.
That's right. That's part of the attitude.
As they say in Spanish, con todo respeto, with all respect.
With all respect. Hey, coming from a New Yorker, you understand it. It's a good thing out of it.
Well, then again, you know, you got to take care of that. There's a reason called the New York City attitude,
yes.
Right? And of course, all of this is going to work towards a mega brawl. Adrian Taylor and Nigel Williams in there. Houston needs another point as the next round will be the 16th with the heavyweights. And boxing, Team Boxing League all summer long.
Ant-Man is all excited. We got boxing all the way till August. He's in it every weekend.
Make sure you like, subscribe, and let other people know what you're watching. Sunday night action. And if you're related to fighters, if you know them, give me some background info. I got no problem shouting you out. Love the research. It's interactive here, Dave.
And then you set the challenge, and we're already getting, hey, Dave and Beto are talking about us. So, you know, it inspires to get in here and share it with us. It's good.
Like all the Hawaiians, your round 20 is coming up. As Cottrell is going to take on Desiree Yanes. So the all 808. You know they're going to come in strong in a few minutes. Miami, Dallas next Saturday. Atlanta, Nashville next Friday. Right now it's Houston and San Antonio. Good back and forth between Williams and Taylor. Here's some highlights of round number 15. The cruiserweights.
Trying to get some momentum going here. Houston's had a couple of highlights, but tough going for them against the San Antonio team that has been lit up all night.
The winner of this round by the score of 1-0. Another red corner for the San Antonio Snipers, Adrian Taylor.
You said Dave's getting late early. I think it's late.
Yes, it has come.
Round 16 is in the heavyweight division. In the red corner for the San Antonio Snipers, Nagi Dominican Dynamite Aguilera. In the blue corner for the Houston Hitmen, Ronnie Maybach Mayberry.
All right, this could be very interesting. You need knockouts if you're the Houston Hitman. Ronnie Mayberry in TBL, he's 0-3, but he is called the Mouth of the South is his nickname. He's 32 years old, undefeated boxing academy. But outside of TBL action, Dave, he's 5-0, 4 stoppages.
Well, this style is tailor-made for the way he wants to fight.
And he's got the veteran that we've seen forever, Dave Nagy Aguilera. 39-year-old Dominican Dynamite. Now living in Newburgh, New York. El Dominicano. He's one of the good dudes in the sport of boxing.
He is. And you know, the styles of these fighters set up the good possibility of bonus points for somebody. It's a good right hand there by Aguilera. Set up nicely by the jab.
Yeah, about 10 years ago, maybe a little more than that, he was going at it with all the heavyweights like Golden Boy, Joe Washington, Dominic Brazil, who was an Olympian. He was going toe-to-toe with those guys. Of course, at the Battle of Thomas Adamek. Chris Arreola, Antonio Tarver. I was actually there for the Arreola fight at the StubHub Center, or back then it was called the Home Depot Center. As the referee goes down, everybody's going down.
Well, they won't take a point from the referee.
And Nagy knows the deal about TBL too. One punch can change everything for you.
He's trying to cut off the ring here. He's landed a couple nice right hands behind the jab. He's trying to set up something, get some punching room and go.
And you got to be aggressive. You have to be aggressive. And Mayberry's being right now.
Aguilera has done a nice job cutting off this ring. At times, he's got his opponent just going side to side. Take a step to the right, anticipate where your opponent wants to go, and make him turn and go the other way.
Mayberry in the white trunks. You can call yourself the mouth of itself. I love that.
Well, it's something good to catch on to. You have to back it up. You have to be a good talker, too. You're going to do that.
Closing down the middle rounds, and it's San Antonio continuing to control the opening weekend.
This is a very good workmanlike effort by Aguilera.
Stay ready. Stay ready. You get the call, you got to be ready. That's what TBL is all about.
Teammates. The Houston club. Well, I'll tell you what. Do you get bonus points for this? Only in the sense of the entertainment. Ref goes down. Bonus points for the fans who got to look at it and then see him get up.
Winner of this round by the score of 1-0. Out of the red corner for the San Antonio Snipers, Nagy Dominican Dynamite Aguilera.
It's a case of a guy taking what was given to him stylistically in this fight.
Huge middle round for San Antonio. They're in total domination on opening weekend. They were up 9-3 at the end of the launch, and at the end of the middle rounds, they're up 16-6 right here on TBL.
Who wants a t-shirt? Make some noise!
In the Big Easy, San Antonio Snipers on top of the Houston Hitmen, 15-6. They've been looking good, impressive all night long. Woo, looks good for San Antonio. Beth Duran and Dave Bontempo. Dave, San Antonio came out strong, came out aggressive, and those middle rounds, they really pushed back Houston.
And you like to see the consistency when a team can do that. You have the launch rounds, you're impressive, and the middle rounds was more of a steady, consistent flow with their all-star fighters performing very well and doing the number.
Yeah, Obed got a knockdown, so he had 2 points in there. Let's look at some of the highlights from the middle rounds. And this one stood out. Round 11, the women went at it.
Well, you know, Latia Williams, one of the all-stars in this league, had put on the pressure. And the good news for her opponent, she kept it to 1. She was game. But Latia was Latia. All types of the pressures, a whirlwind, windmill, also tight punches, and it's 1-0 looking like 4-0.
Yeah, and Rain Guerrero was tough, and we'll see them again coming up in the money rounds. It's time for the money rounds, Dave. Houston needs some knockouts, but there's got to be one that you're looking forward to.
It is fight number 23.
Oh, Michael Bracamontes?
Yes.
Michael Bracamontes and Israel Rodriguez. That's going to be a good one coming up. Launch rounds was San Antonio. Middle rounds, San Antonio. What's going to happen in the money rounds? Let's go back ringside.
After the second intermission, the San Antonio Snipers 15, the Houston Hitmen 6. We'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight's event: Climax Moonshine Fire number 32, Balance of Nature, Serenity Springs Recovery Center. Fans stream every moment of TBL Season 4 live on the Team Boxing League app, available on Apple TV 4K, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, iPhone and Android devices. Don't miss a second of TBL action. Download the Team Boxing League app today.
All right, it's time for the money rounds. And no matter what, in Team Boxing League, you're going to get 24 rounds. So you might have a fight scheduled, and it was supposed to be Obed Bartiel against Marquise Taylor. That fight was scratched. Now, in the past, if a fight was scratched, the team that couldn't continue would lose the points. This year in TBL, we have fighters, swing bouts, ready to go. So in case their fight is scratched, they will have somebody that's replaced. Just because you're not scheduled to fight, you have to stay ready. And I think they're switching things up. So I was told that Obed Barty was off and that it was going to be the women going in there. Now they're putting the gloves back on Obed Barty. So here we go. That's what I like to see. You want to go and fight, you're going to fight, Dave Bontempo.
Yeah,
this is
right.
also a Team Boxing League. When you get to the money rounds, stay ready.
You could be shuffled in. There are swing fights, and you don't know which one of them is going to be selected. That you're always ready.
So this weekend, you saw fights on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and that's what you're going to have. And if you're a TBL fan, if you've seen the past, you're like, well, didn't you guys used to have doubleheaders? Yes, but This year, no, we want to give every single matchup its own individual evening, and that's why the doubleheaders have been scratched. And I love it, Dave. Let the fighters have the shine.
Yeah, and instead of having 2 fights on back-to-back nights, now it gets spread out. You have a weekend concept, too. It's easy to remember, the whole weekend.
Yeah, and if you're new to the team boxing concept, I know you're thinking, I don't know if this works. Look, we were all like that in the beginning. We got to explain, and then you see it, and from season 1 to season 2 to season 3 to season 4, it gets better every single week, Dave. It continues to evolve. The fighters love it, and that's what matters the most.
Hey, we've got veteran, old-time fighters. People who have been around the sport for 50 years, gravitating to this. Young fighters, people from other sports. It really is something. And I remember the first fights I called, I never realized that there'd be a team boxing concept someday. And it's terrific.
Yeah, it went from being in a casino to being in different cities all over the country. 12 teams are now involved in the league. And also got some good broadcasters. Our good friend Justin Shackle, who covers the Yankees. Al Bernstein, who you're going to work with next weekend.
Yes.
So it's a great concept. I love being part of it. And, you know, Dave, selfishly, I wish I could be here every single weekend.
Yeah.
But I'll be watching. You know that.
I'm with you, man. It's a good thing.
Okay, so now they did scratch Obed Bartiel and Marquise Taylor. So that fight is now off. Getting told we're going to go to round number 18, Isabel Vasquez and Sarah Click. But no matter what, you're going to get 24 rounds. I love that idea. So the fighters that are told that you're in swing bout, you have to stay ready. So that means Tracy McGruder and Iman Ruiz, you will be up coming up soon.
Team member Isabel Chana Vasquez. In the blue corner for the Houston Hitmen, recipient of the U.S. Army Silver Order of the Fleury Medal, Sarah Click.
This is how we opened the night.
Yes, we did. It was Isabel Vasquez with the decision to get it going for the San Antonio Snipers in round number 1, and they're picking up like it's round number 12, Dave.
Adjustments, I've got your adjustments. I'm just going to go in there and go at it. Sometimes you need to make a stylistic shift, and sometimes the shift is just a little bit more adrenaline and a little bit more energy.
I love watching these two go at it because they're all aggressive, they're all energy, and they're all action.
Plant and fire.
All right, so we know Isabel Vasquez got the decision in round number 1. Who's Sarah Click? Let's meet the fighter from the Houston Hitmen. 34 years old, decorated Army, 2-time kickboxing title holder. I mentioned she's fought in bare knuckles, Bellator, Victor. You know, she's all over the place. She is a fighter's fighter. Now here in Team Boxing League.
You see the TBL fighters willing and eager to work through different levels and platforms to get to here. You'll hear a Western Pennsylvania Golden Gloves champion, a Diamond Belt champion from this particular state. Whatever level it is, if you are the champion of something, then you want to come in here and see how much you can elevate yourself.
Now, Dave, you and I, you live on the East Coast, I live in LA, and we've seen how popular club promotions were, right? The backbone of development for young fighters were bigger promoters to sign them. Now we've seen how those shows are going away. Team Boxing League is providing great opportunities for young fighters to stay active, get exposure, and possibly get signed somewhere else. Because, you know, in Atlantic City or Jersey, wherever you may be, the club shows are gone. LA, it's really, really thin. I can't imagine the Midwest or all these cities right there. This is what team boxing is about. Give the fighters an opportunity.
Yeah, the casino industry changed the face of boxing promotions. And so this opportunity is here. And what you have to love is just the willingness of people to go anywhere, to go to different states.
Well, you went to the Combine, right?
Yes, I was at the Combine in Atlantic City in January, and the talent that was there looking for a shot, it was really a good thing. And we saw some innovations that we may down the road be brought into this sport. It's like an expo too. People were trying and showing products, and we'd like to get your attention different things, chips in the gloves, that type of things. They're trying to impress league officials with these products. So, yeah, it's all a nice snowball.
And one of the big ones is the fighter that came out of it, as Amman brings it up, you know, Nahir Alpert fought TBL last year in Philadelphia, got an opportunity for a big fight, and then continued to get a bigger opportunity in a big fight. He was on the Ryan Garcia undercard, got the draw, but I thought he got the win. But regardless, though, because of the exposure the TBL gave him, he was able to say, yes, I can fight you guys.
Yeah, and maybe he'll get a national anthem shot, too.
Absolutely. This was good back and forth between the women.
Yeah, it is picking up just where they left off in round one, taking it right to each other.
The winner of this round by the score of 1-0 in the red corner for the San Antonio Snipers, Isabel China Vasquez. San Antonio leads 16-6.
Celebrate all
This
you
round
want,
brought to
Isabel.
you
You've earned
by
a 2-0 tonight.
Climax Moonshine Fire number 32.
Two V's
known
for Lady
to
V.
bring the heat. Round 19.
TBL Bellas, make sure you follow them on
Into the super
Instagram.
lightweight division. In the red corner for the San Antonio Snipers, former national champion, Latia Williams. In the blue corner for the Houston Hitmen, Rain Guerrero.
So Latia Williams, mentioned earlier, she played basketball at Prairie View A&M. She also played a season professionally in Africa for the Sportivo Uno de Agosto Luanda, a team that was in the top division in Angola. Had an excellent season out there. She was part of that team. At one point, she had 19 points in the African Champions Cup for women. Found boxing a couple years ago. She has a bright future, Dave.
Yeah, it has a lot going for her. Just the way she carries herself, you get the feeling she will bring that into any endeavor she does. The confidence, the discipline, the sense of order. And, you know, she came onto the scene last year, and we just saw her get better and better all season long. She's a major force for this team.
She had 5'10", Riverdale, Georgia. She missed her freshman year. She had a red shirt due to injury. Yeah, Latia taking on Rain Guerrero. Guerrero's tough, making her TBL debut today. I like her style. She's going to be a good fighter for the Houston Hitmen.
She hung tough in that first battle. Stayed up and limited it to 1 point. And it's hard for her to adjust to somebody coming at her with speed from so many different angles.
When you're an athlete, Dave, you, like all the fighters are, you're an athlete, great. But when you are a Division I athlete and you transition to the sport of boxing, that mentality of being disciplined, locked in, going to practice, going to school, just chasing a dream, and then it translates well to boxing so much.
It really does. You develop a champion's work ethic. You say, this is not good enough. I need to do more. I know what it takes to win here. I'm not there yet. And you bring that to your workouts. You have demands on yourself, and you can tell that with the exceptional athletes. Now, you know, when San Antonio faces teams like Philadelphia, which they will, we're looking here at, can Latia Williams get extra points? Well, she's going to get 2 tonight. Who on the Snipers team, we've already seen it with Magruder, can stand up to a team like Philly or a team like Vegas? Who are going to be their power brokers when they get into these bigger fights outside of here? And that's part of the audition process going on here.
TBL Team Boxing League. Make sure you follow all the social media accounts. Subscribe on YouTube, like, and share. Let people know what you're watching on weekends. Rain Guerrero, tough woman. There's too much Latia in this round.
And the champion's mentality for Latia, and it will be something to feel good about standing tall for Guerrero, but it's the speed. You want to load up on Latia Williams, and you've already eaten 3 punches. So you try to set up a right hand, but you're being driven back, and she comes from both sides. Then she goes to the
winner
body.
Of this round by the score of 1-0. Out of the red corner for the San Antonio Snipers, Latia Williams. San Antonio leads 17-6. Fans, if you're watching these athletes give everything in the ring, ask yourself, how can you supplement like them? Balance of Nature is offering 35% off tonight only with code FIGHT at balanceofnature.com. Round 19 is in the featherweight division. In the red corner for the San Antonio Snipers, 12-time national champion, Assyria Cottrell. In the blue corner for the Houston Hitmen, Desiree Yanez.
How's it? Hawaii, your young female fighter is ready to go. Assyria Cottrell in the orange and black of the San Antonio Snipers, making a professional debut. She won round number 3.
And she won it convincingly. So the question is she happy with the same thing, or does she gamble for more?
Azira Kaina Hilani Cottrell, now living in Las Vegas from Ai, Hawaii, BoxFit 808 Boxing Club, and she's aggressive.
I like the head movement that she has on the inside, too. The jab, move over, try to get something more.
National champion Cottrell everywhere. Just keeps going at it.
These are just missing some of these bombs.
Cottrell, if you go on YouTube and you type up her name, there'll be some videos that pop up. Rate her punching power. Probably hammers.
And they just missed right here. And if you're trying to go against this on the other side, got to punch when she punches. Go with her. As she did there. Try to get that right hand in over the left hand.
And she's also, it's a fighting family. Her father does great work with her. Her sister is also a fighter. Zariah. Fighting her way off of the island. Dave, she does not look like she's making her pro debut tonight. She's smooth with it.
Now, excellent technique. And her balance is impressive. After she throws a series of punches, she's still in a good, upright position. She can throw more. But they may add into her game a little bit as time goes on, is the jab to start it. But the jab can create just enough distance to set up something big. She's thrown swarming punches, but the jab might also help her set up a terrific one punch behind that.
Yeah, she's been on the news in Hawaii since she was 12 years old. You see different videos of her winning national tournaments. Just a bright, bright future for the young Hawaiian representing Oahu.
Awash with confidence and expectation.
Good work between them two. And Cottrell just goes back to the corner. Like, yeah, whatever.
I'll take 2.
Fight's over.
When am I fighting again?
Yeah, love that attitude.
What time into the gym tomorrow? Wow.
has 24 hours before Trump's ultimatum runs out. For those that do not know what's going on, let me catch you up to speed. Trump has supposedly had it with these higher oil prices and stated that if Iran doesn't open up the Strait of Hormuz within 48 hours, at that time, the U.S. will obliterate Iran's power plants. That is how they came to the table. And Iran is not backing down. They're calling Trump's bluff and stating that they are fully close the Strait of Hormuz, strike energy, water, and IT infrastructures across the world, and they're saying that they have enough reserves to right now. So Iran is making it stating that, yes, freaking out as the markets are dropping. Our team prepared for this. Like tomorrow, we're going to be going live right at market open. If you want to tune in, send me a direct message on Instagram. But we're preparing for one of two options. Either things continue to escalate and markets continue to drop, and we'll short the markets only intraday, not carry them overnight. Or if there is a de-escalation and markets begin to recover, we would love to buy the dip on good quality companies and invest if there's a valid reason to do it, if there's a valid de-escalation, not just another Trump tweet. Again, all we ask you to do is to make sure you follow for updates. We'll see that. The moment I'm filming this video, Iran has 24 hours before Trump's ultimatum runs out. For those that do not know what's going on, let me catch you up to speed. Trump has supposedly had it with these higher oil prices and stated that if Iran doesn't
Both. Both. Both.
Rucker, you're headed to the war zone. Enemy dropping into the AO. All stations, green light. We're deploying to the war zone. Resurgence. Stay alive.
Imagina, no son como yo quería. Vamos a quedar aquí en Stronghold.
¿Dónde?
Aquí en Stronghold, a la izquierda.
Ok.
¿Es casual? Bro, ¿es casual o no?
¿Cómo?
¿Es casual?
Sí.
Creo que cambió la meta, ¿no, güey? No sé si miraste tú.
Ah, no miré, güey. Iba a mirar un video ahorita en el YouTube y se me fue el rollo, güey. Ahorita lo veo.
Pues si quieres, ponlo para ver cuál es, para subirla de nivel de una vez, güey. Porque si no nos van a hacer añicos. ¿Saliste ayer o qué?
Hey, yo, chill.
Enemies are
No,
dropping
güey.
into the area. Watch the sky.
¿Por qué no quisiste jugar conmigo?
Kill confirmed. We've located
Ayer.
the rest of them.
Y te dije, vamos a jugar.
Ah, sí, andaba pedito, güey.
Marking the rest of that squad on your tag.
¿Cristiano ahí en tu casa?
Get hunt.
Simón.
Primary objective complete. All targets eliminated. Enemy destroyed. Hunt down the rest of them. Mark remaining operators from that squad. Hunt them down. An airstrike standing by. Target down. Marking the rest of them.
Te pusiste pedita.
¿Abuelita?
Oh, se me hace que sí le movieron al Dogs, güey. Puta madre, déjame checar el video, güey. Voy a checar un video a ver si cuál es la meta, güey. Aguanta. Subo.
Yo lo estaba mirando en YouTube, güey.
Yo lo miro aquí en TikTok. Nos llegaron. 5 armas meta, temporada 2 recargada.
Estas son las 5 mejores armas meta para largas distancias que debes estar usando en la temporada 2 recargada. Y en el puesto número 5.
Kill confirmed. We've located the rest of them.
XRT, ese está bueno, güey, esa fusión.
Mark remaining operators from that
No mames,
squad.
güey.
Hunt them down.
Ah, Boyac KT3, güey. Boyac K3.
Pero
No sé
esa
si
no
la tengo
está en el-
desbloqueada.
Inbound.
En el pase de batalla, ¿no?
No sé, güey, no sé si ya la tengo, güey, la neta. Pero es que ocupamos jugar normal, güey, para poder bloquear todo ese pedo.
Como normal.
Sí, no, así se sube, se baja más rápido. Normal, pues, sin que sea casual. O sea, la neta sí mata la mouse, güey, nomás que siento que se mueve un poquito, güey. ¿Cómo la sientes? ¿Tú no la usas, la mouse?
La Maddox yo no la uso, güey.
¿Qué usas tú?
El otro, el...
Bro, he's cooked.
9 left. Keep the pressure on. We've got 10 squads active in the field.
Ay, hijo de su perra madre, güey.
¿Dónde te mataron?
Acá, güey, acá está el vato, güey. ¿Cuál trae, güey? El Razer, güey. Ya trae algo.
Dicen que están matando chilo, güey.
Well done.
¿Te mataron? ¿Dónde estás, güey?
Hey, hey,
¿Dónde,
Cherry,
con su puta madre?
Cherry,
¿Qué onda,
¿qué
pues?
pasa?
Revive. Ah, no es cierto.
Ese fue el que me mató, güey.
Ah, ya agarré la Boyago, no sé cómo se llama.
Be advised, you still have squad mates
¿Está chila?
outside the safe zone.
Pues ya.
Enemy destroyed. Use your tac
No
map to hunt down the
mames,
rest
güey.
of them. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the side. Your squad mates back on station. Good work.
Pues, gente. Achi. El azul mató uno,
Mark
quita uno.
remaining operators from that squad. Hunt them down. Precision airstrike ready for tasking. Enemy dropping into the AO.
Switching mags.
Target down. Marking the rest of them. Kill confirmed. We've located the rest of them. Good kill. Marking the rest of that squad on your tac map. Get hunted.
Verga, güey.
Hit back, no hit. Mark remaining operators from that squad. Hunt them down. Precision airstrike available. All bounty targets are KIA. Well done. Enemies are dropping into the
Hay que agarrar
area.
contratos o algo, la verga.
Precision airstrike standing by. Enemy destroyed. Use your TAC map to hunt down the rest of them. Get your squad to the safe zone. Leave no one behind. No hit. Go again. Your objective's simple. Eliminate all bounty targets. Good kill. Marking the rest of that squad on your TAC map. Get hunting. Enemy precision airstrike. Find cover. Kill confirmed. We've located the rest of them. Resurgence has been deactivated. This is
¿Dónde está, Chevy?
Only 4 left. 5 squads still operational in the
¿Vamos a
AR.
juntarnos, bueno?
Vale, verga aquí.
Vato.
Some of your squad is outside the safe zone.
¿Ya está feo?
No mames, no.
Me falta.
Poquita sal, ¿verdad?
You're in the top
No sé si
3.
sal o
Set up
otra
now.
cosa. Pero está rico.
Left in the war
Pero
zone.
le falta algo, ¿no?
UAV available for tasking.
No sé, pues échale poquito de los dos.
Airstrike ready for tasking.
Va a caer de picada, está cayendo de picada, está cayendo de picada.
Mission timeline expired. UAV exiting the AO.
Cherry.
Pues vente conmigo, perro. Vamos con ese güey, con el azul.
UAV standing by.
Precision airstrike available. Be advised. Still have squad mates outside the safe zone. Hostile airstrike incoming. Copy. 1031 on approach. Break it down. Priority tasking request received. We're done. Good kill. Enemy precision airstrike. Find cover.
I'm here.
Copy that. Longbow 3-1 is on station.
Switching mags.
Break it down.
Pinche arma culera, güey.
Inserting armor.
De ráfagas que traigo.
Like you mean. You're in the last 2. Now finish this.
Nearly took a bloody bucket. Inserting armor.
UAV available for tasking.
Get some napalm on my target.
Ya lo mataron a ese güey. ¡Sí, corre, corre, perra!
Que GG, cabrón.
GG, cabrones.
¡Ey, cabrón, cabrón! ¿Traes
GG,
tanga?
cabroni.
Cabroncito.
Cabroncito, papito. Paquito.
¿Traes tanguita, papi?
Taguita. Pru, pru, pru.
Tanguita, papi.
Guau.
¡Ey, dale para la hoy para equipar la polla!
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
A ver, pues. Papi, quítate la tanga, papi, el tangón.
GG, boys. Have a good day. Bro. How do I get up out of here?